Hello students, welcome to my channel. In this class I am going to teach you Cramer's rule, application of a Cramer's rule to solve system of linear equations. Let us start the topic. Cramer's rule for solution of a system of a linear equation. Let us consider a system of linear equations a11 x1, a12 x2, a13 x3 is equal to b1. a21 x1, a22 x2, a23 x3 is equal to b2. a31 x1, a32 x2, a33 x3 is equal to b3. Let delta is equal to a11, a21, a31, a12, a22, a32, a13, a23, a33. This is delta. Delta x1 is equal to, the first column is b1, b2, b3, then a12, a22, a32, a13, a23, a33. Here the first column is replaced by b1, b2, b3. Second, third column remain as in delta. Then delta x2 is equal to a11, a21, a31. The middle column will be replaced by b1, b2, b3. Then this is a13, a23, a33. This is delta x2. Then delta x3. This is a11, a21, a31, a12, a12, a22, a32, then b1, b2, b3. So we have to evaluate this determinant in order to apply Cramer's rule. Then if delta not is equal to 0, then if delta not is equal to 0, we have x1 is equal to delta x1 by delta, x2 is equal to delta x2 by delta, x3 is equal to delta x3 by delta. So we can find the values of x1, x2, x3 in this way by applying Cramer's rule. Now note 1. If delta not is equal to 0, then the system has unique solution. That means if in Cramer's rule, if the coefficient matrix is not equal to 0, then we can get a unique value for x1, x2, x3, or the system has unique solution. Note 2. If delta is equal to 0, so also delta x1, delta x2, delta x3 is equal to 0, then the system has infinite solutions for the unknowns x1, y1, z. For x1, x2, x3. Here also for x1, x2, x3. That means if we'll get all are 0, then the system has infinite solution for the unknowns x1, x2, x3. Then note 3. If delta is equal to 0, but at least one of delta x1, delta x2, delta x3 is not 0, then the system is inconsistent. Inconsistent means it has a no solution for the unknowns. So this is the formula by which we can find x1, x2, x3 provided delta not equal to 0. That means delta not equal to 0 means the system has a unique solution. If on solving we are getting delta 0, delta x1 0, delta x2 0, delta x3 0, then we can say the system has infinite solution for the unknowns. If delta 0 but at least one of the delta x1, delta x2, delta x3 is not 0, then the system is inconsistent. So now let us proceed to solve a problem applying Cramer's rule. We have to solve this problem by Cramer's rule. A system of a linear equation given 2x plus y plus 3 is 13, 2x plus y plus 4 is 16, x plus y minus 2z is equal to 3. So let us find first delta. This is solution, which is equal to 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 4 minus 2. So this is equal to 2 into minus 2 minus 4 minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 4 minus 4 plus 3 into 2 minus 1. So I have expanded this determinant taking first row and it's a cofactor. When I take 2, I have to forget the first one, first column. So this is minus 2 minus 4. This is minus 1. It will be minus 4 minus 4. When I will take 3, so this will be 2 minus 1. So this is equals to 2 into minus 6 minus of a minus 8, 3 into 1, which is equals to minus 12 plus 8 plus 3. This is equals to minus 1, not is equal to 0. So we are getting the value of a delta. Then delta x is equal to, this will be 13, 16 minus 3, 1, 1, 1, 3, 4 minus 2. So let us evaluate this determinant. This will be 13 into minus 2 minus 4 minus 1 into minus 32 plus 12 minus 32 plus 12, then plus 3, 16 plus 3. So this is equals to 13 into minus 6 minus of minus 23 into 19 minus 78. This is plus 20 plus 57. This is equals to minus 78, 77. Minus 78 plus 77 is equal to minus 1. We have got minus 1. So this is the value of delta x. Then let us proceed to find delta y. Delta y will be 2 to 1, 13, 16 minus 3, then 3, 4 minus 2. So this is equals to 2 into minus 32 plus 12, then minus 13. This will be minus 4, then plus 3, this row and this column we should forget. This is minus 6 minus 16. So this is equals to 2 into minus 20 minus 13 into minus 8. This is 3 into minus 22. So this is equals to minus 40. This is minus 104. This is minus 66. So which is equals to minus 106 plus 104 is equal to minus 2. We got it. Then we proceed to find delta z. Now delta z is equal to this will be 2 to 1, then 1 1 1, 1 1 1. The last column will be 13 16 minus 3, and this is our delta z. We have got delta is equal to minus 1, delta x is equal to minus 1, delta y is equal to minus 2. Now delta z is equal to 2 into, we should forget about the first row and first column. It will be minus 3 minus 16 minus 1. This will be minus 1 minus 6 minus 16, then plus 13. So it will be 2 minus 1, which is equals to 2 minus 19. This is minus 22, minus of minus 22. This is 13 only. So this will be minus 38. This is 22 plus 13. This is minus 38 plus 35 is equal to minus 3. We have got it. Then by Cramer's rule, we get x is equal to delta x by delta minus 1 by minus 1 1. Y equals to delta y by delta, which is equals to minus 2 by minus 1 is equal to 2. Z is equal to delta z by z minus 3 by minus 1 is equal to 3. So hence x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, z is equal to 3. So, we have got the values of x, y, z by Cramer's rule. Now the problem is solved. So, the class is completed. I will meet you in my next class with a new topic. Till then, goodbye.